Hi guys, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to color in a marker. So make sure to have a marker in front of you if you have one as an example. So here is what the finished marker kind of looks like. Here's another one. So you will need some colors. Definitely need a Prismacolor white. Everybody needs a Prismacolor white. Also get the colors that you might need to color in your marker. If your marker is blue, get a blue. If your marker is green, get a green. Whatever colors you might need, but you definitely need a white and a black as well. So before we begin, we need to kind of lighten our lines because we don't want that graphite pencil to blend in with our white because it'll make it gray. So clean up your drawing, get it prepped and ready to go. I like to start with the lighter colors first, so grab the white Prismacolor and start coloring it in. You have to press down pretty hard. You got to use those muscles. And I've probably said this before, but if you are coloring on white paper, the white colored pencil will not show up as well. You will have to, for this effect, you need to work on gray paper, manila colored paper, beige, some kind of, paper, some other some other color other than white. All right, and just fill it in. I like to outline the shape. It helps me stay in the lines a little bit better. If you color in lightly, the color won't be as vibrant and it won't look as realistic. So you got to press down hard. You have to burnish, which means get a thick glossy coat of colored pencil on the paper. I forgot to do the stripe, so I'm just drawing it in right here. Everything that's supposed to be white, go ahead and color in at this point. And now whatever color your marker is, go ahead and grab that color. I'm using raspberry for mine. And start coloring in the areas that are supposed to be colored in. So, as I said before, it really helps to outline it. Sharpen your pencil before you start this step, especially with these intricate details. And you are pressing down hard. I probably should have did the white and those letters first. I think I forgot to do them here, but I will probably go back and do them in a bit. It really helps to have your marker in front of you as reference while you're coloring in your marker, so you color in the right part, the correct color. I probably should have used a ruler right there. So do you see how when I traced in the line, the line wasn't perfectly straight? So to make it more accurate, I should have gone over that line with a ruler or straight edge. But color everything in, pressing down really hard. And don't forget the top of the marker cap as well. Okay. Color doesn't match up exactly, but it's okay. It's no big deal. Alright, to do the highlight, you see the highlight, the light glare going down the center of the marker, you need to grab a ruler and trace that ruler with your pencil, pressing down really hard, going back and forth until you build up a kind of strong, bright white line. If you don't use a ruler at this point, your line is not going to look as good. So you're just running the pencil up and down, back and forth, trying to get a really bright white line. Make sure that the light glare, this white line does not go into the top part of the marker cap because that's going to be in shadows, and I will show you what I mean in a second. Okay, now we're going to shade the bottom portion of it, and I like to use a pencil. It makes it easier than using a black colored pencil or gray because you know you have more control over a pencil. If you do too much, you can actually erase it versus, you know, a gray colored pencil. You can erase it a little bit, but it's harder. So we're just adding some shading with our pencil along the bottom half or the bottom third, and don't forget to shade that little end cap part. Yeah, I think I got a little dark there. See how cool it is? You can just take an eraser and lighten it a little bit, and you know, my shading is still there. Now the pencil may not show up very well in these darker colors. If you did yellow, you could probably shade in a yellow marker cap with a pencil, but we are going to use a black. Okay, notice I put some pencil shading on the top as well, just a tiny bit. Okay, so now with the black, we're going to add some shading to the inside of the top of the cap because it's hollow. So notice where I add the black color in kind of the top half and along the right edge. And then very carefully, very lightly add in some black towards the bottom third. You can always add more black, but it's hard to take it away, so be real, just do it real lightly with the black. Okay, now we're going to add a cast shadow underneath our marker. We're going to start with a pencil. The shadow should kind of replicate the shape of the marker a little bit. I like to make the shadow darker right underneath the object and fade it out. You can't really see it too well at this stage, but we will do that in a second. And smudge with your finger or paper towel if you want. Next, take a ruler and we're going to add a dark line. Notice there's a tiny bit of a gap between the ruler and the marker. And draw a nice dark line right underneath the ruler. And then you're going to do a little bit of a fade with that black because that line is a little harsh. So we want to fade it out by lightly shading with our black. Just softening up that harsh line to connect it with the shadow, or make it look like it's part of the shadow, rather. There's a few more little details here, and looks like we are done with the marker. That's how you do it.